coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway in Southern California. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set, 70, Indy, squeeze, like, Leo, 6-6, pull it, hop down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert, and this one complete to Reed. A big play there on the first play of the game. 64 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 13-yard line.
Ready, 90, Wolf. Topper. Switch. Big grip.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, wahoo! Yo, go!
Mike 58, right there. You're not ready.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgler.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Here we go. Double time. Everyone got 4 down. Check down, 81.
X3, 218, chop, go.
Check 13.
Get it.
On 1st down, Eason. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Ready to go.
This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this Week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers, there are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the Chargers in the playoffs when they felt like they had a team that could have gone to the Super Bowl. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Rip left, rip left. Deuce.
Protein spill.
Shoot.
Rock it. Hit it.
Looking to throw. Eason. He's got Jack Doyle. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Check any weapon.
Now Taylor. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's the 2nd year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach who gave the play caller that authority. It was 4-down territory. They went for it, picked it up. They didn't get the touchdown, but what a great consolation prize. A new set of downs and another shot at the end zone.
Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Yo.
Hey! He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Let it go.
They'll run it with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have taken the lead. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Anthony Walker, the other Colts linebacker with over 100 tackles a year ago, making the play there. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Hunter Henry brings it in. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That one goes for 8 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You ready? 55. Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, Herbert under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
Back to throw. Herbert is going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
Got it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Watch the screen.
At the 30-yard line.
Now.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Ready?
On 3rd and 2, Eason taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first.
He's got a man complete. And now off off to the races, down the right side, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake it? And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Melvin Ingram. He's the culprit, dropping in for a 2-yard loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
You better be afraid of me. 22-jet bombers. 22-jet bombers. Watch twist. Watch twist.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30, past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, 77 yards. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there, and a first. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. That was close to a big play. Just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 15 yards on that one, and a Charger 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Kill. Bam. Kill. Let's go.
To throw again. Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Darius Leonard providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Looking to throw. Eason looking for Campbell downfield. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
A very solid gain of 27. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. They go play action here on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Check. Crunch.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Desmond King making the tackle. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, lock it. Wide, get wide. Check. Hit it.
Off the play fake. Eason. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. He goes 105 yards on the kick return. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10 for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Back to throw. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. A huge play there on the screen pass. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. Hey, Sam off. He's coming.
From the gun, Herbert. And caught by Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distance.
And got his man complete. Give him 32 on the play.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10.
Tight end's right. 4 down. 11. Check 43. Shift. Watch the shift.
5.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's on field.
Here's Taylor. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense.
Fair. Check 9.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ready.
49's the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Go.
Now a give, right side. Taylor. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They run with Taylor. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's 2nd and 8. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, watch it.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Zoo. Big rip.
Back to throw. Eason. And he's going to find Doyle in the end zone for a Colts score. Jack Doyle there to make the grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
He's General West. He's checking. Crash. Check. Fresh. Get it.
Looking to throw. Herbert. This is caught by Williams. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. On second down, it's Taylor. This will go for 5 up to the 33. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Yeah.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check, 56. Hey, let's get that ball, team. Let's get that ball.
Yep.
Go now.
Bravo.
56.
Now.
Watch the curl.
Hit it.
Back to throw. Eason. And Pascal's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Mack on the toss. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Taylor. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Colts on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7.
64, weak. Now.
Looking to throw. Eason. Got an open man. That's Campbell. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Joey Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it. It's Mack. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Leo!
Check it back.
Look at me. Zipper! Slow! No!
Watch the eye!
Go!
Back to throw. Eason. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
1st and 10 at the 33.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all choose.
Looking to throw. Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd and 3. He's going to let it go deep, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now?
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 57 yards.
First down, Colts.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. On 2nd down now. It's Mack, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team he's going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Eason. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good, and that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Banagoo brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Got his man, it's Williams. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
50, play. Let's go. Hey, lock it. We got to step it up.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Ready? Blue draw quarters.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Colts, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.